Hey y'all, so I did want to make this video for you all as I promised. Just kind of going over the cost of the pop-up shop that I hosted on September 28th. If you haven't watched the full series, go back and watch from vlog 1. And so I just kind of want to break down the cost of everything so you have a better idea of what it takes to host just a simple pop-up shop like I did. So my first initial cost was the venue, and the venue was a total of $600. Okay, and as I said in the very first or second vlog, I paid 50% up front, which allowed me to collect all the funds that I needed, with the vendors to pay everything off. So I didn't pay the whole $600 up front. I had the venue. The next cost I had was, I'll say flyers. The first round of flyers I bought plus the second round. So I had a total of about, the first round was $250. The second round, I paid about $100 in flyers, like physical flyers. Facebook ads, I spent $80, okay? That's completely optional. Venue, flyers, ads, and I did create an Eventbrite, and it was $30 at the time, $30 a month. So I paid $30 for that. However, they have since switched back to offering free listings, and it doesn't go by how many, events you're running and all that. So if you were to run that today with Eventbrite, that would be free. You wouldn't even have that cost. As far as decorations, I didn't even have a lot of decorations. I feel like the inside looked really good, really clean. So I did have some stanchions. I purchased those because I wanted to give like a luxury type event, right? And so I had 2 stanchions out in front. I also spent $30 on signs. So I had a few signs. I had a "We're Open" sign that was on the window, and there was a wooden pole outside of the venue that I made a big yellow sign where people know to come in, right? Vendors, food, music. And so I paid about $30 for that, for those 2 signs. Other than that, this was really all that I paid to put into it. Everything else was because I also was a vendor at my own pop-up. Everything else was like inventory that I needed to set up, or like any merchandising that I was doing. So I'm not putting that as a part of the cost here. So if we was to add this up, this is 7, 8, 10, 930. So this is $930. Okay, so to host this, what was it? I blocked off 6 hours, 1 hour setup. The event was for 4 hours, 1 hour cleanup. 6 hours, I spent money on flyers, Facebook ads, Eventbrite, which is no longer relevant because it's free now. I paid for some stanchions, which, just to give you some insight, I am now renting those out on my Facebook marketplace, and I'm renting them out for $50 a day. So, and I've already got a rental set up. So I just need one more rental and I get my money back on that. And then the actual physical signs that I had outside, any balloons or anything else that I had, tablecloths, things like that, I already had, or were already there. The venue had 5 tables already set up with tablecloths on them and 30 chairs. So they have 5 tables, 30 chairs. If you're watching the series, you know that The vendors, if they wanted to pay for a table, was an extra $15, okay? But most of them did not. I only had 2 people which signed up to be a vendor on Eventbrite, include the table and chairs. So yeah, I mean, under $1,000, I mean, you can't beat that. So I hope this was very helpful. I will say some other optional costs for you. It could depend on the venue, your state, where you're from, the type of event. You may have an optional cost of insurance. And usually event insurance can run $200 or less. So, you know, it's up to you and wherever you're living is if you have to do this or not. So that could be an additional cost. I also want to say this is more so the upfront cost. Really, my vendors paid for the $600. I just had to be upfront with the $300 deposit. So how I worked it out is the amount of vendors I had, they paid $60 a piece. And I believe I had 10 vendors, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 11 vendors. Some paid $75 because they needed tables and chairs. Some brought their own table and paid $60. So I got this back plus a little sum. So, you know, if we bump this down, take away the $600, that means I really only paid $330 to host my event. All right, I hope this has helped you out so much. And if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And I have more content coming. I have a big event coming up in our local mall parking lot for holiday shoppers. And if you want to learn more about that and you want me to vlog about that, go ahead and drop a shopping bag emoji in the comments, and I will make sure to post more content on the behind the scenes and coming up on that event. All right, y'all, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.